What's up guys, this is Kephas and we are checking out Tanaan Jungle from more patch 6.2, and what we are doing now, I'm playing my hunter because I wanted to change things up, and I've gotten my hunter here and we're ready to do some, I guess, some dailies. I have unlocked the Apexis daily table, which is cool, and we get to choose between doing a group daily and the Fell Forge. We're going to do the Fell Forge because I do not feel like grouping up right now, but that's alright. We have a couple other dailies that we can pick up. I can't mount on the steps for some reason. It's really annoying, but whatever. Alright, so we got this guy. He gives us a daily that wants me to go kill a bunch of rares or loot treasures. I gotta get 10, which I usually do anyways because it's fun, but and then there's another one. Where is it? There it is. This one wants me to do what? It's 25 Iron Horde orcs. Okay. So, that works out well. We gotta do the Apexus and also kill 25 orcs. We can do that at the same time, which is pretty sweet. And then, I believe we will unlock a couple more dailies to do. So, apologize for taking so long to make a second video after the last one. I obviously have done this a little bit. I have explored Tanaan some. I wanted to kind of get a feel before I gave my reactions on this because A, I kind of already knew what was coming, and B, you know, it's just better to kind of get your thoughts together first. So, I have been having quite a bit of fun in Tanaan Jungle. I'm just gonna start off by saying that. I actually have. For one, I've grouped up a lot, doing stuff like hunting rares, getting some of the blueprints, and you know, things of that nature has been a lot of fun. It's a really fun zone to run around in, honestly. To me, at least for now, first impressions, for the first week, it's been a blast. And as you can tell, my hunter is owning everything. It's ridiculous. My hunter isn't even that geared. 643. It's a lot of fun to bring an alt here, like a low-level alt, and gear them up with the baleful gear. I mean, because you go from like when I brought my hunter here, I was like 615. And that was a day ago, and now I'm 643. Some of that's come from the baleful gear, and some of that actually has come from the time walking. I did a couple time walking dungeons today, and those are great for alts. I mean, those for leveling up alts, those are a blast. For my main, I don't need to, but I am more than happy to spend this weekend running an alt or two through there to get some gear, and they're really easy. They're a lot like, you know, the easy mode Wrath dungeons, and I know some people don't like them. I have fun with that. So I really enjoy, you know, doing that. And there's a baleful piece right there. Baleful bracers. Let's see if that's an upgrade. It is not. I have 675 bracers. Actually, those rolled because I have a war mill, which is awesome. I recommend. So here are my building recommendations. If you want to get a lot out of this patch, I recommend that you have, for your level 3, level 2 doesn't really matter, do whatever you want. Level 1 doesn't matter, do whatever you want. But for level 3 buildings, I recommend having a war mill, because you're going to get your free token every week, which is awesome. And you're also going to get a chance to roll 675 from baleful gear. So you have a chance to roll epics, which is pretty sweet. The other building that I seriously recommend that you consider getting is the Spirit Lodge or Mage Tower. So what that does is it allows you to put up these portals around Draenor. There actually is a portal that you can, a waygate that you can unlock here in Tanaan Jungle. It's right down, right before the bridge to where the cat people are, Fangri-La. It's just south of Lion's Watch. I think that's what it's called, the Alliance Hub. So if you're Alliance, it's right next to you. Blizzard prefers Alliance. But you can unlock a waygate. But more importantly, you can go around and kill ogres and collect these waystones. As you can see here, I have somewhere, there they are. I have 2. I had a bunch, but I turned them all in. You can get these waystones, and you turn them in for work orders, and they will give you Apexis crystals. You get like 200 or something. So for every 5 waystones that you turn in, you get like 200 Apexis crystals, which is pretty good. That's a steady supply on top of the supply you're getting. So if you're trying to gear up alts, or just trying to get that Raven Lord mount, or whatever that mount's called, not Raven Lord, but whatever it's called, the mount, that's a good way to do it. Also, on top of that, and this is the real beauty, they have a chance to give you these, I forget what they're called exactly because I haven't gotten one yet, I just kind of heard about it, but they have a chance to give you these, basically they're like rush orders, but they're for your missions, right? So like say your garrison missions. Your garrison missions, it's got 8 hours, you use one of these items and it instantly completes that mission. Well, those also work for your shipyard, which means that you can totally like have a 2-day shipyard, use one of those items that you got from your Spirit Lodge work orders and have it instant, which is pretty rad, right? I mean, that's a great way to kind of speed up that whole process. You know, some of those missions take a long time to do. So that was pretty cool. So having one of these is really awesome. Having a mage tower or Spirit Lodge is a great choice. It's probably one of the best buildings in the game now, especially since Apexis have taken a huge foothold in this game. They were kind of there before, but now here's the thing about the Apexis crystals. I'm doing this right now, and I'm talking to you, and I'm not really thinking much about it. I've killed 19 orcs, and I'm only 23% in, to give you an idea. I think I've killed 19. I think that's what I saw. There are other things that you can do though to kind of complete these faster. It's you know, the trick is trying to figure out what that is. Yeah, so I've killed 20 now. All right. The trick is figuring out exactly what it is that what else you can do. I think on this one, I haven't figured them all out yet, but like this one, I think you can get these bombs and you can throw them at like tanks or kill a bunch of guys with them. So that's something else that you can do. You know, here's the thing about these dailies, and what happens is when I complete this one, I'm going to get another one to do 2 more on top of this. And with each bonus objective I do on top of this one, I get Apexis Dailies, and then I can turn in after doing 2 more for more rep. And so I like what I'm doing here. I mean, I like the zone, right? And I like that I can get Baleful gear. And I don't even really mind doing Apexis Dailies and upgrading gear through Apexis Dailies. It's a little bit like Timeless Isle. The gearing up is a lot better actually, because I actually know what piece I'm upgrading. With the Timeless Isle, it was kind of like a blind roll. You kind of like you get one of the trophies or whatever they were called, and you kind of like, you might get a chest piece, you might get a helm, you never know. But at least here I know exactly what I'm getting. I know it's so there. Oh cool, I got my iron scraps done. So that's a little bit better, and it is exciting going around. I love killing rares. Like, my favorite thing to do in this entire game, over everything in the entire game, is something that's come out since Timeless Isle and now this expansion. A lot of it is running around and hunting down rares and killing them. That is a lot of fun to me. I really enjoy doing that. You know, if I have a group or if I'm by myself and I stumble across one or I'm running around hunting one, that's exciting. I have a lot of fun with that. So doing a lot of that in this patch, you know, is something I want to look forward to doing for a while. I don't know how long, but I'm going to look forward to doing it. But when it comes to what I have to do in the meantime, like with these Apexis Dailies, I'm not as sold on that. And when I think it's really funny because you know, we've basically told, you know, Blizzard has gotten feedback for a while now about these, and you know, I'm sure there are people out there that like them. As a matter of fact, if you like Apexis Dailies, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thought. Ooh, hey, I didn't even see him. He just kind of was there. See, that's what I'm saying. Rares just pop up. I got my music kicking in. It's pretty sweet. Hopefully I don't get owned by this guy, because I am not on Kephas. I forgot. I'm on my hunter. If you notice though, my hunter is owning everything. It's ridiculous. My hunter kills things faster than Kephas, and Kephas is way, way, way better geared, and I've been playing him longer. So I'm like, I must be playing the wrong class. But and I'm not even using a pet. What the heck? It's weird. Anyways, we got that. Oh, look at that. We got all kinds of stuff. So I want to look at this, and I'll continue my thought. Ooh, look, there's and this is something else too. See, this is why I like this place. There's an event, a special event happening somewhere. I don't know how to get up there. Now, that's one of the the tricks to this, is getting to places. But you know, so the environment is awesome in doing this, but then it comes down to having to do Apexis grinds, and that's where the hang-up comes in for me, because it's like this. It's like, okay, I'm all over doing these things. There's the rare. Cool, let's get him. And what I'm doing, but the Apexis grinds, we were kind of tired of them like last patch, right? Like we were letting them know way back in like February. Don't know if we like Apexis Dailies, and not a lot of people were doing them. And ironically, what they decided to do in response was double down on Apexis Dailies, and it's kind of weird. I don't hate them. I don't think I hate them as much as having 100,000 bajillion Pandaria dailies to do. But I wouldn't. I mean, but I would prefer something like, I got a blueprint. Cool. Didn't even expect that. I forgot. That guy drops a blueprint, so that's kind of cool. See, right there is a great example of an experience I like having in this game. I just stumbled upon a rare, killed him, got a blueprint for my shipyard. That's great. That is fantastic. I'm doing a quest. I'm just running around, and that's the kind of experience I want to have here. So that's why I have such mixed feelings about this. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people are saying it is. I really don't. I think that, for one, I don't think you. I mean, if you haven't spent enough time out here or even tried, then I don't really know what to say to you, because it's like, well, you haven't even experienced it. You haven't even given it a chance. I've been out here every day, and I've been having fun every day. What does kind of ring true, though, is if I just come out here and try to do these Apexis dailies, it's not as fun. And I see a lot of opportunities where they could have done a lot of things, that would have been more fun. Like, rather than giving us Apexis dailies where we just, fill up a bar, this is interesting. I see I think a lot of things are mad at me right now. We will see what happens. But why not have, think of Quel de Nas. Remember the bombing mission in Quel de Nas when you flew over and you could throw bombs down? I mean, this would have been a great place for something like that, wouldn't it? Like, where you just have these really interesting dailies that you can do. Since you're going to be doing them every day, why not make them as fun as possible, man? Like, why not have them be as interesting and as engaging as you can? Throwing bombs or having like running around on one of the the shredder. Remember the shredder that you did in sorry for my chair, in Talador, where you jumped and killed like 100 guys? I mean, that was a lot of fun. Remember the one in even the one that we did in the desert place. I'm trying to think of the zone. Uldun, when we jumped in this giant ball and like rolled down and killed a bunch of guys. Or what if we like launched a bunch of iron stars? Like the pit was fun. It's just, you had to do it in a group. But like the pit Apexis Daily was a lot of fun. Why not make them more like that? As opposed to just, here you can kill about a bajillion guys until you finish it, and then you can, grab these. I have this bomb here, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to use it on. I think I want to use it on one of those tanks, but I could also just use it on these 3 guys. Like, watch, you throw it, boom. Now they're dead, and I got all the credit for that. Probably would be best used elsewhere. But what I'm saying is, these are here, and in some ways they're not much different than doing a regular daily, but I feel like I like having a small list of dailies to do over this, because this just feels like a absurd grind fest, you know what I mean? And I don't know how I feel about that. If you do it with the group, it's a little bit better. You can do it a lot faster, and you can get it done. And then you gotta do 2 more, though. That's the thing. It's like weird. You gotta do 3 of these if you want to get the full amount of rep and everything. And you could run around and do all of them, because they're a daily reset, which is kind of cool. If you want to get a bunch more Apexis crystals for whatever reason. But I mean, at the same time, it's not, because they're not necessarily the funnest thing to do. So I don't know, man. I don't know if they need to improve. If they're going to have dailies, which they need to have dailies, because they're, some form of daily thing that you can do in the game, they need to consider, is it fun to do? Because it's like, you're going to do it every single day, and if you're going to do it every single day, then it needs to be fun to do. Yeah, I'm getting gear, and yeah, it's something to do, and it's working towards gear, and it's getting me out of my garrison, and all that's true. But the big picture here is that I'm not necessarily enjoying what I'm doing, right? I mean, it's like, I'm excited about the Apexis, and I'm excited about getting the gear, and there are a few breaks in the action where, holy crap, that was a cool thing that just happened. But if none of those things happen, then I didn't have fun, right? And I should be having fun doing this. That's the thing about the dungeon situation, where, there are some people that didn't like Wrath. Most people, though, liked Wrath dungeons. Most people enjoyed them. They were fun to, even when it was a phase roll. They were still a little fun to do there, especially if you had a group of friends with you, because you were just running through it, talking, having fun, laughing about stuff, and people enjoyed that. So if there's fun value, the question at the end of the day is, are you trying to add, a creative, whatever, or are you trying to add fun? And, to me, essentially these Apexis Dailies aren't necessarily fun. They're just, Apexis Dailies. And, I don't know, man. I don't know how you... I feel like when Ian was doing his interview and he was talking about how, yeah, we kind of pushed the pendulum too far the other way. We kind of, we kind of doubled, we kind of, like, we had too many, dailies before, and that was too much because we thought that would be good because people like doing dailies and they wanted more to do. So in Pandaria we added more dailies, but then we added too many and people were complaining that there were too many, so we decided to do the exact opposite and have basically no dailies. It's just like technically it's one daily, but it's this one long daily, and no one likes that either. And it's like, well, yeah, dude, because like, that's the weird thing. It's like it's a weird way to try to overcompensate. You know what I mean? Like, when they hear that, it's like, it's so obvious what people are saying. We're just saying, yeah, we like them, we just don't want 100 bajillion of them, right? That's all people are saying. But for some reason, they take that and they think that, oh, we gotta just go crazy, you know what I mean? And so, and there's a couple little things that kind of annoy me. And I feel like in his interview, he was just kind of thinking, oh, crap, like, I'm admitting this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is coming in 6.2. So that kind of sucks, because there's nothing, by the time he did that interview, there's nothing they could have done to change 6.2. They had already decided. But I will say, you had 6 months of when you were getting that feedback, and you could have totally been like, hey guys, why don't we change a few things here with this? I could totally have seen, they had this place created, they had it fleshed out, and all they could have done is been like, hey, instead of having Apexis hubs, let's just have dailies. And we'll have, like, we'll set it up like, Quell de Nas or Isle of Thunder, or I don't know, something like that, where, I'm surprised we didn't start out, like, what I thought when we came here is we would actually invade this place, because it was an invasion, and we would start out down here, right here where we come in, and we'd be on the docks for a while. Or even out at sea like we were in Timeless Isle. You remember when we were out on the boat and we had to fight our way into the island? We didn't do that here. We just kind of like busted in. And here we are. We're on the island. We're on Tanaan Jungle now. We've got basically the whole thing covered, and we're just fighting everywhere. And, all we got to do is bust into the Hellfire Citadel and take everything out. But, and so that's kind of where it's like, well, I'm surprised you couldn't, like, maybe consider... If you couldn't do, like, change it that much, I'm surprised you couldn't just go in and say, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to have 10 dailies that you can do. On top of that, you can kill rares for that one, and we'll give you, like, kill 20 orcs while you're also going over here into this area to do these things, and then you can go over here and do these things. And they'll give you a little bit less rep, but, you can go bomb these guys, you can go heal these guys, you can go, gather a few of these, a couple of the basic stuff in there, but the rest of them we're going to make them as fun as we can. And I think people will probably appreciate that more than having to do 3 Apexis grinds a day. Because that's a bit much to me. It's... Especially since, like I said, yeah, there's one place you can go, like, up here at the Iron Docks, or not the Iron Docks, but like the Iron Harbor. It's like the Iron Docks, basically. You can get this ammunition, and you can, like, shoot stuff, like shoot birds in the sky. But... Let me see. I think we're going to get that quest too. Yeah, we did. We'll go up here and do that one. Let's see if I can show you maybe. I don't know. But you can go up there and you can get this ammo. You can jump in one of these gunners and you can take the gun and shoot dudes, like birds, out of the sky. And it's very reminiscent to a quest you did in Wrath where you had to shoot a bunch of birds in the sky. And that's fun. Unfortunately, it's, like, limited. So, like, why not just have a quest where I go up there and shoot 20 guys out of the frickin' sky? Let me do that. I do that every single day, but no, I have to go get ammunition, I have to go and shoot 3, and then I have to try to find more ammunition, and in the meantime I have to kill about a bajillion guys, and I'm like, ew. It feels very grindy, and that's the thing too. I encourage you to try to not do what I did like with that last one and just go and kill stuff. I encourage you to try to figure out the little things that you can do on top of killing guys. Like here you can burn flags, you can get bombs and blow up tanks, you can kill guys obviously, but like see this flag here, you know, click on these flags and burn them. Try to do the other things that you can do to complete the objectives, because that makes them a little bit better. If you just come down here and kill these guys all day and just that's it, then you're not going to have as much fun. Unless that's what you like doing, unless you're just like in autopilot mode and you could care less regardless. If you have fun doing it, do it. But if you feel like you don't like doing that, try to do the other stuff too. And try to kill the rares while you're here. Keep an eye out for that as well. So, you know, I mean, you can see there I've already got 5% just for killing 2 guys and burning a flag. So that's not bad. I mean, so they're not the worst thing in the world, but they definitely don't, you know, capture that. I think they were trying to be inspired by Guild Wars 2. I didn't think the Guild Wars 2 system was all that great personally. I feel like it was highly overrated. I feel like it was just another way to do the same thing and just kind of extend it a little bit longer. I personally prefer having a shopping list of quests, but that's me. It's personal preference. Like I said, if you like Apexis Dailies, you know, say so in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. You know, you're not wrong for liking them. I don't think they're the worst thing in the world. I don't think this is the worst patch in the world. I think a lot of people are giving it a little bit more hate than it deserves. At the same time, you know, I don't think it's the best either, and I definitely don't think it lives up to, you know, what we've come to expect. And I guess in that regard, that's why it does deserve the flack that it gets. I also almost just about died, so I don't know what that was about. Like, you know, another example is, you know, when Ian was doing the interview and he was saying, yeah, you're going to have the awakening, you know, the bird people rep, and what you're going to have to do is go around and kill rares to get that rep up. And he made it sound like, you know, by going around and killing rares, you would gain rep for them. That's not at all how it works. How it actually works is you get a quest where you have to run around and kill a bunch of rares, and you'll get, or do treasures, and you'll get these items that you turn in for the quest. Of course, if you're in a raid group, you're not going to get credit for those quests anyways, so that doesn't work. And so it's more like this daily quest that you do, and you get 1,500 rep a day. So it's gated, right? It's not like, oh, you can just run around and spam kill rares and complete that in like a short amount of time. No. It's a quest that you have to do once a day. So he kind of flavored it a little bit to make it sound better, because he knows that the way they did it isn't as fun as the way they could have done it, and that's the thing. You know, on the other hand, and this is one of the things that kind of does frustrate me a little bit, they have this rep, I don't know who they're called, they're the cat people is what I'm calling them, from Fangri-La, where you have to go and you're going to have to take a group because they're all elites, and you're going to have to just farm. It's a mob grind. It's an elite mob grind too. So you got to get a group, you got to go down there, and you got to elite mob grind all the cat people until you get to revered if you want to get flying mounts. And yeah, and so, you know, after having that interview where he said specifically, we know that mob grinds are of the past, and we shoehorned in some reps because of that. But it's like, yeah, but then in 6.2 you added another one after you just got done saying that you guys knew from the start that wasn't a good idea. I mean, well, that means that you knew that wasn't going to be fun, but you added it anyways because reasons. I don't, you know, you said, even in the interview they said that we can't defend this. Well, you just literally added another one in, and it's not fun, and no one likes it. No one likes the cat people. Well, actually, hey, if you like the cat people, I hate to sound like a broken record, leave a comment, let me know how you think of it. But I don't think a lot of people are going to like it. I don't like it. I haven't even started on it yet. I'm not looking forward to doing it at all. I'll do it because I want to fly, but I'm not going to have fun doing it, and that's kind of the point, isn't it? It's like, hey, we got people to do this. Yeah, but are they having fun doing it? Because shocker, you know, there's kind of this saying that goes around in the community, which is that Blizzard hates fun, because it seems like they actively try to remove things that are fun and add things that they specifically know are not going to be fun. Check it out, we got another rare done though. You know, like that, fighting that rare was fun. Okay, that was a lot of fun. You know, we were doing this Steam Weedle rares a lot, until they nerfed the drop rate for the pouches, and then suddenly we weren't doing Steam Wheel anymore because there wasn't a point. Why? Because Blizzard hates fun. Heaven forbid you get a bunch of pouches. Heaven forbid you can get some more of those elixirs of ancient knowledge. I mean, God, that'd just be terrible. No one would buy a 60-day, subscription, or whatever the heck it's called. Not the $60 level to 90 boost thing. No one's gonna pay for that, so we gotta nerf the fun. And that's the thing is, I feel like there's some good design here, because I've had fun. I've had some fun, but I have to find that fun. I really am trying to I'm making it as much fun as I can, and the whole time I'm thinking, oh, this could be a little bit more fun if they would just very practically listened and been like, let's do this instead, because that would be fun. And so that's the thing is, I don't know how long this is going to be fun. I don't know if I'm going to feel like this is good, or as fun here in a month. I think this is going to get old fast, especially when you're doing 3 Apexis Dailies a day as opposed to 1. And so I don't know, man. It's a tough call. I just don't. And like I said, the main thing is, it's not like they didn't know. It's not it's not like they didn't know that, oh crap, we need to, no one likes this. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't well received by the majority of the players. Maybe we should change it. Now, they knew that. They knew it wasn't well received, but they did it anyways. And that kind of and then as a kind of FU, they locked flying behind it, which that kind of makes it even worse. You know what I mean? No one likes doing it, but there you go. See, now here you go. This is a good example. Why isn't this just a quest that I have to do? Like, this is cool. Gotta fly, but I only get 4 shots. 3 or 4, I think. See if I can hit that one. So I get another one. Yeah. I got 5 shots. Cool. That's it. I'm done with that. So, that got me a lot of progress on the bar. I want to keep doing that, though. That was fun. That was the funnest thing I did since I got here, except kill that rare. Why can't I just come here and do that? There's another rare. Let's go for him. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, no, instead you'd rather me just kill 100 mobs. Even, and I get, killing mobs is a big part of the MMO. I don't mind killing mobs. It's just that, but I could also be doing this, too. I mean, I had a quest where I had to kill 25 of these guys. That should have been enough. That should have been plenty. Right there. Okay, kill 25 dudes, you're done. You don't have to kill any more guys. Just, unless they knock you off your crap, you got whatever. Then you can go kill more guys if you want. But no, I have to kill, I'm killing 25. Well, you're going to have to kill 100 before you're done with the day, because you're going to be killing orcs all day. So, I don't know. It's just very weird to me. See if I can get this rare. Alright. So yeah, that's my, I know it's kind of a jumbled mess. I have very mixed feelings about 6.2. I don't think it's as bad as people are making out to be. At the same time, I think it could have been a lot better, and I think that I will say this. I went ahead, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I went ahead and spoiled myself on the ending, because I don't care. I just like to see it. I like to see the videos and stuff like that and see what's going on. If this is the end, and if this is, then I can tell you this right now. This patch will not keep people in this game for as long as 5.4 did. Ooh, I got a baleful armament. Sweet. I can upgrade, get a good weapon. Anyways, this patch will not by any means hold people's attention for as long as 5.4 did, and 5.4 barely did. So if this is it and we're going to be here for a year, I'm going to tell you this right now. Expect this game's subscription to plummet down to probably below 4 million. That's just a arbitrary random guess. I could be wrong. I mean, it might not. I don't know. But there is no way that what we have here is going to last a long, long time. This won't last a couple months. People will be done with this. I might have a couple alts that I'll try to gear up, you know what I'm saying, just for fun. If I'm not just completely burnt out by then. And that's the thing, is that this is the kind of stuff that, when you do 3 Apexis shrines, that's very easy to get burnt out, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of nuts. So I fear burnout coming a lot quicker, and I fear that this won't be as appreciated because of that, and I feel like that's kind of the problem. But I do think that there is an improvement on the game from where it is where it started in Warlords. I think this shipyard is an improvement. I know my last video was kind of me being a little angry, but you know, I still think it's an improvement, and I feel like the Tanaan Jungle experience is an improvement over the base experience. But when the base experience was utter garbage to begin with, that's not saying much. The bar was very low for Warlords, even though the expectation was very high. So saying this is an improvement is, you know, that is what it is. It is an improvement. That's not saying a whole lot, considering the beginning of Warlords was not much to begin with. So those are my thoughts on Tanaan Jungle. I want to have some more stuff if I can, and that's kind of been my experience so far. So it's positive, it's negative. No, I try to keep it balanced. There's good and there's bad. It could be better. It could be worse. I don't like saying it could be worse, especially in a video game. But I definitely think that moving forward, if we're going to continue to play this game, I think that they need to start thinking about what is fun to do, and not, oh, here's what you're going to do because, hey, we need to keep you here as long as possible, and whatever. You know, if people don't like, if something isn't well received, drop it and do something else, because it wasn't fun to begin with, and having more of it isn't more fun. You know, so yeah, more fun, please. And I want fun to be in my game. So that's my thoughts. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more, leave feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of 6.2. Love to hear what you guys think about it. So thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. This is Kephas. Until next time.